Hello, hello. If you're just popping in, say hello. I will be with you in just a moment. One more quick share and we are ready to go. Okay. Hello, everybody. I know it's been a long time since I've seen you, but hi, Cindy and Leslie. Nice to see you guys tonight. I'm so excited to be here because I have some kind of big stuff going on behind me that I thought you'd like to see. My husband and I have been thinking about better ways to be able to do my lives. Before, I was stuck in this very, very small, I think it's about a 8 by 10 room. It's kind of reminded me of a jail cell because it was just tiny. And it really was a perfect room to put a little crib in and a changing table, but that's about it. I don't know if you guys were with me the night that I did my height, so what was that called? The growth chart. It was to measure kids as they grew. It was about a 6-foot board. I could barely get it into my line of vision for my life. So that just kind of shows how small the room is. I had one end of it against the window and the other one out the door. So it was really, really tiny and crowded. Hi, Mary Jane. You got your babies tonight? So I have moved into a different location. I'm actually downstairs where most of the time I do scrapbooking, but I've been spending a lot of time in here doing painting for projects and lots of other things, but I have a little bit more room than I needed just for that. So I decided to expand a little bit, and I've got a lot more room. Let me adjust a little bit here. There we go. So behind me you can see I've got a great space for my chalks and inks. I've got some projects behind me. Some of them I haven't decorated yet, so we're going to be doing that together. But it feels a lot better, and I hope that you enjoy the view. I have tried to do lives here in the past, but the problem that I kept running into was that the Wi-Fi wasn't connecting well. So if you see that I'm having Wi-Fi connection problems, please let me know. Oh, Sean was furloughed this evening. I hope that's good news. Sounds like it's good news. I'm not quite sure what that means. Anyway, so if you see anything that looks a little bit off with the lighting or the sound, or if I'm having trouble with the Wi-Fi, just let me know and I can make some adjustments. We have moved our, what's that thing called? The Wi-Fi box into the kitchen, so it's a little bit closer than it was before. I've been playing with my camera angles a little bit and trying to get that right, but anyway, I'm ready to get started. It's been very, very busy. It seems like ever since Thanksgiving I've been a little bit out of whack with some, you know, just kind of getting down with COVID and all of that, and the holidays being so hard to get together with people. Some of you know that I recently had a, I guess I can tell you a little bit of what happened. Is about 4 or 5 years ago, I was a living donor and I donated a kidney to someone, and I was called upon to give another donation. I can't really tell you all the details, but I was in Boston at Dana-Farber a week or so ago, and there was a very small surgical procedure that they had to use anesthesia for, and it knocked me for a loop. So last week was kind of a blur, but I'm back and I'm really, really excited to be here. I've got 2 fun projects for you tonight, so be sure to hang in there till the end so you can see everything. Oh no. Oh, Mary Jane, that's so scary. I hope Sean is doing okay. Everybody else in your family, I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe and all that good stuff. So let me see if I can get my pictures where they're supposed to be. Oops. My table's a little higher, so I can't reach quite as well. So let me fool around for just a second. We'll get that going and switch this over, and we'll get started on 2 projects tonight. The first one that I'm going to work on, I think I might do part of it and then come back and finish it later after we do the second project. The first one that I'm going to be using is this cutie patootie little transfer, and I wanted to call it Conversation Hearts, but it's called Confection Candy Hearts. This one is sold out at the moment on my website, which I had listed below. You can see it in the description of this event, this live, or I do have one available in my store if you are interested, in stock, available locally. So let me know if you would like it. This is, again, it's called Confection Candy Hearts, and you've got 2 different hearts, and I think the only difference is there's a slight difference in this little accent mark on the hearts. We've got Cutie Pie, Say Yes, XOXO, Nope, Be Mine, and Maybe. So we're gonna make a couple little hearts this evening. So I'm just gonna start by removing the transfer from the packaging, and we're gonna cut this apart a little bit. So, come on out. It is not coming out. There we go. I need a higher chair or something. Need a booster seat. Okay, so you guys, I don't know if you've ever read the back of our packaging, but the directions on exactly how to peel and prep and fuzz and how to clean the transfers, it's all right there on the back of your transfer. So if you're ever wondering how to do that and you forgot, Cindy, you want it, you got it, babe. Just check the back, or you can always message me. I'm happy to help you guys whenever I can. So let me just write down that Cindy claimed that one. Cindy. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut this apart. You could use this all as one piece, but it's really a little difficult to do just a little piece of the transfer when you've got the whole sheet to work with. So it's got these lines on there. It shows you exactly where to cut them. And I'm thinking I'd like to use Cutie Pie and Be Mine tonight. We're going to do 2 hearts. But what do you think? What's your favorite ones? Which ones do you like best? We're going to use both these hearts and 2 of the words. Cut these apart. I'm hoping that I have everything down here that I need for my demonstration tonight. You know how I am usually looking for a dryer or my glue gun or something, or what I always forget on my lives, my marker. I got one tonight right here. It feels so much better having extra room. I have a much bigger table too. So those are the words. I'm thinking Cutie Pie and Be Mine. Those are my favorites, but let me know what yours are. But we're gonna first go in and prep these hearts. I'm gonna call them Heart 1 and Heart 2. And I always write on the back sides. And I also put my initials. In case I'm sharing my transfers, I want to be sure that I get mine back. So my initials are there for that reason. And I also put my initials on the front of the transfers. Okay, so these are brand new transfers, never been used before. So chances are they are pretty sticky. So I'm going to get my fuzzing towel out. If you guys don't have one of these, this is a Chalk Couture fuzzing cloth. It is a terry cloth on one side, which is what we use for fuzzing, and I'll explain a little bit more about that in case you've never heard of it before. The back side is a microfiber, and this is what you're going to use to lay your transfers on when they're wet after you've dried them, because these are reusable, which is wonderful. You wash them off in water. We usually use something called a board eraser, which is it's kind of like a magic eraser, but it doesn't have chemicals in it, so it's safe for your skin, and it's also safe for the transfers. It won't damage those. It's also great for cleaning your chalkboards. But so I'm going to peel this back, and to peel the transfers back, the easiest way to do it is to take your thumb and just roll it along the edge. You don't have to fight with your fingernails trying to get it in there. It should be just fine. So I'm just going to test the stickiness. Some of them are stickier than others. Say Yes and XOXO. Oh, hi, Teresa. How nice to see you. It's not horribly sticky, but I am going to fuzz that. And what fuzzing does is it actually picks up a tiny bit of lint from your towel, and it softens the adhesive so it's not quite as sticky. Sometimes they're so sticky that they don't want to come off easily, or if you're layering your transfer paste and your paste, you don't want them to stick too tightly to each other. So if you don't have a towel, by the way, you can use a regular towel from your bathroom or your kitchen towels, or you can also use your jeans or a t-shirt, anything that has just a little tiny bit of lint on it. So all you do is stick them down once or twice, peel them off, stick them down. Teresa, I miss you. I haven't seen your face in a long time. And you're done. So earlier today, I went down to my wood shop and I cut out these cute little hearts. Aren't they adorable? That one's upside down. There is a right side and a wrong side. Believe it or not, one side of the heart is a little bit wider. I'm going to zoom in just a smidge for you so you can see it a little bit better. Okay. So far, so good. Can you guys let me know if my audio, my video looks good, or if I need to adjust anything? I want to hear about it. All right, so I'm going to take the sticky side of that transfer and just attach it to my heart. This one, I kind of like feel around the edges. I make my wood cutouts about 1/4 of an inch bigger than the actual transfer, so there is something for it to stick to. If I made it exactly the size of the transfer opening, there wouldn't be anything for it to stick to. That feels pretty good. If you have a light box, you can put your wood piece on top of that to see if it's right. But I can also hold it up to my light here, and I see that I need to move it a little bit to the left. So I've got more on that side than the other. So just adjust it. Be patient. It is much easier if you have a light source underneath to show through. So this transfer can be used on chalkboards, windows, metal, glass, anything smooth that you have. Thank you, Cindy. Yay! That's good to know. I'm so excited. All right, let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, I might as well do the other one too, right? We're gonna do 2 of them. Let's see. Let's see how that looks. It's always kind of hit or miss when I pop them down there. So the area that's showing white through here actually has a screen there. It is not just open like a stencil would be. There's a screen that runs through the whole design. Oh, that one came out pretty good. Which makes it a silk screen. So any of the teal area is sticky, and that's what's holding everything in place when I pop it down there. All right, so I picked 2 colors tonight to play with. I like the pastel conversation hearts. I've seen some that were really, really bright, but I kind of prefer the pastels. So I have peony and I also have morning sky. These are 2 chalk paste colors. So let's start with the pink one. And I did take this out a little while ago and stir it up, but I'm going to do it again. It had gotten a little thick. So all you do if your pastes get a little bit thick is take some distilled water. I keep a little spray bottle like this handy with distilled water. I used to use tap water in my paste to thin them out if I needed to, but I was finding that all of a sudden we had a change in the water in our town. It smelled a little different, and when I started using it in my chalks, I was getting mildew or mold, and it smelled bad. So I switched to distilled water, and they've been great since then. So you don't want this to be too thick. You don't want it to be too runny. This one's a little thinner than I usually use it, but I think it should be just fine. So it has been stirred. You want to make sure all of your oils and your pigments are incorporated. And then I'm going to take one of my mini squeegees, which I have right here. We have several different sizes, but this is approximately the best size for this project. The next size bigger is quite a bit bigger, and you could use that too, but I like the smaller ones for small projects. So you take a scoop of that, and when you're just learning how to do this, take a little bit more than you think you need, because all of the excess goes right back in the jar, and you literally just spread it over your design like this, just like you're buttering toast. I've done this with people with shaky hands. I've done it with children. Really, anybody can do this. It's so much fun, and you can feel successful, and it looks awesome when it's done. What I'm doing now is I'm scraping off the excess since everything has been covered, trying to get rid of any lines that I have in the chalk paste, if there are any. And as soon as you have a nice smooth coat, nice and smooth, you scrape the excess back into the jar to use for your next project. So while it's still wet, you want to peel that transfer off. Nice and easy. Let's see if I can grab it. Not much to grab there. And just remove it nice and easy like so. Ta-da! Stuck underneath. There we go. So we're just going to let that dry a little bit while we work on the next one. Isn't that cute? Super cute. So I try to keep my chalk paste jars covered as much as possible. What makes your chalk get thick is air. So you want to make sure that you keep your jars nice and tight. And I know I I keep them very tight. Some people have to struggle with how tight I have them, and I apologize, but it is the best way to keep your chalk paste nice and fresh. So we're going to go in with the Morning Sky. I haven't looked at this today, but it looks pretty nice. But you want to stir it every time you use it. So these would be so cute on your shelf or on your counter. If you have a tiered tray, lots of people are using things like this in their tiered trays. If you are interested in these wooden hearts, by the way, I forgot to mention this to you. This is not available on my website, but if you are interested in them, it is something that I'm making for my customers. So let me know, and I will get back to you about how we can get them made and shipped right out to you or picked up. I'm selling them for $4 each, or 6 for $20, so you get one for free if you buy 6, and that's enough to do all of the words on this cute little transfer. So let me know. All right, this one's looking pretty good too. And it's ready to go. Like a little blue heart. Okay. Again, I'm going in with a mini squeegee. If you guys have any questions while I'm working, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm happy to answer your questions. And by the way, while you're watching, the best compliment you can give me, if you're enjoying watching me create, is to hit your SHARE tab. What we call it is sprinkling. They love it when you sprinkle our lives with other people, your friends and family, so that it just helps us build our businesses, and more people get to know what Chalk Couture is all about. So thank you so much for doing that for me. So here we go with that blue. You got some hearts. I will make you some, Miss Cindy. So here we go. Oh, this is a beautiful color. So pretty. So you can see that I've got quite a bit left on there, so I'm going to go back in and scrape the excess off. It's kind of like snow plowing all that extra paste off. Leslie, how are you feeling? I was thinking of you this morning. Don't like hearing my friends aren't feeling well. Okay, here we go. It's hard to grab. So it's so close to the edge there. Okay. So you start peeling it from the corner most of the time, but as soon as you can grab it from the middle, it's better, because if you keep pulling it from the center, it can stretch your transfer. And because these are reusable, you want to take really good care of them. What do you think? Aren't they cute? Love it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry these for a second. And then I'm going to put them aside while we do another project, just to let the paste set up for a little bit and harden, and then we'll come back in with our words. So I'm using a heat tool tonight to dry my project. This is usually used for embossing paper. I love it for drying my chalk paste, but it is a very high heat, so I always warn people to be careful. If you leave it in one place too long, it will burn. It'll actually make your chalk paste or paint bubble. It'll also melt your tablecloth or burn your hands, so keep it moving and be careful. You can also use a hair dryer, which is a little bit safer, especially if you're working with children or somebody who might forget and not keep moving, or just let it air dry. This just makes it go a little bit faster. Thank you. You feeling a little better, Leslie? Oh my gosh. Poor thing. These look really cute. All right, so I'm going to set these aside for now. We're going to work on a different project. I think you guys are going to love this one. So I'll put those up here. And the next project that I'm going to work on involves this cute little transfer. I have a few different ideas of things I want to do with this one. This one is called Hugs and Kisses. And of course you've got the words, and we've also got lips, and we've got a couple different sizes of hearts and X's and O's here. So this is one of those transfers that you can use these tiny little pieces on any little thing that you have. I'm just going to grab something behind me here. I picked this up at the dollar It's a $1 spot at Target the other day. Isn't this adorable? And I was thinking, how adorable would, you know, the X's and O's and little hearts and things look on here. Maybe tuck a little Valentine candy in there for my grandsons, or a gift card, anything like that. So I love that dollar spot. Excuse me. This is only $1. That's why I'm thinking Dollar Tree. But I thought they were really cute. So hop on over there and grab them if you want them. And use your little bits and pieces for those. So I'm going to again remove this. And we're going to get out, not paste this time, we're going to do some inking. You bought the transfer? Oh, good. Actually, if you guys are local to me, I'm thinking about doing this project in a workshop. So let me know what you think about it. So I'm just going to, I think I'm going to cut this apart first. Oh, this feels so much better having a little bit more room here. You guys don't even know. Yeah, don't even know. I'm going to zoom my camera back out so I'm not so close to. So I'm going to do Hugs and Kisses on one of my t-shirts. I'm not sure I'm going to use this part right now. I might at some other time. But I have a black t-shirt. And I was thinking this would look pretty cute right on the front. So, in order to do that, the first thing you're going to want to do with your t-shirt, I'm just moving anything that might be wet out of the way, is you want to put a mat inside of it to keep the paste, first of the ink from penetrating through the front of the shirt onto the back, and also hold your shirt and your transfer still so that it's moving, not moving around while you're trying to put your ink on. So we have these Chalk Couture inking mats, which are perfect for your t-shirts. We have them in a couple sizes. One of them is smaller that you might want to use for dish towels or children's shirts and onesies, but this one fits inside of an adult shirt. So the easiest way to put these in is to roll them kind of like so. They're sticky on the side that's in the middle, in the inside, and pop it inside of your shirt. These actually might also be sold out. We have a lot of things that we're waiting to restock right now, guys. If you don't have one of these, if you happen to have a Cricut or a silhouette mat that you are no longer using because it's not quite sticky enough for paper or vinyl or whatever you used it for, those work pretty well too. So I'm going to get this in here so it's fairly straight, like so, and make sure you've got it nice and smooth. Alright, while I'm doing this, I'm just going to pop up my website for a second in case you're looking for anything that I'm showing you tonight. And please keep asking me questions if you have any. So I'm thinking right about here, and I took out a couple of colors that I had handy. I've got, whoops, I need a booster seat, I really do. Okay. So I have this color here. This is called Couture Coral. I also have a bright white, and I also have this one, which is like a shimmery silver color. And if Kathy, if you are watching, this would be just for you, because I have a friend, Kathy, who is like, she wants everything glittery. She's so cute. And shimmer is her thing. So, what do you think of those colors? I think they'll show up pretty nice on the black. So one of the things I'm going to absolutely recommend that you have handy while you are working with ink are baby wipes or disinfectant wipes, whatever you have, because you constantly want to be checking your fingers to make sure you don't have ink on them. I have done projects and they come out beautiful until the last minute, and I touch it and realize I had a little bit of ink on my finger. So that's just a little friendly warning for you guys to be careful about that. So when you're using a transfer on fabrics, you do not need to fuzz it. Do not need to. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. So you're just going to peel that off. I didn't write on that, did I? I think I said I was going to, and I never did. Sorry. Okay. So no fuzzing, not necessary. Everything, these always come pretty much right off of your fabrics. It shouldn't be a problem. That looks like about the center, I think. So we're going to smooth that down nice and tight as you can get it. And give that a good rub down with your fingers. I don't know if you noticed I did that on my chalk pieces too. They're so darn cute. Ta-da-da. I really like them. Okay, so I'm not sure if I can ombre these. I know you guys are going to think about asking me, can you ombre it? But I don't know if it would work, and I don't want to ruin the t-shirt. I'm going to try that on a different piece though. But I'm thinking that I'm going to do maybe the hugs and kisses in the coral, the ampersand or and plus and in white, and these little, what are those? These little lines here on the side. I think I'm going to do those in silver. Does that sound good, you guys? Tell me what you think. Alright, so I'm going to open up my coral and give it a good stir. I'm going to move this aside because I am super trying to be careful because I'm excited to have this. This is a beautiful color. Some of the inks, including this one, I have had for over 3 years, and they are still absolutely perfect. Inks do not harden like chalks can, like they can, and they just stay perfect. But I do stir them anyway, just to make sure that all of the pigments are incorporated, nice and smooth and creamy. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Sounds good, Cindy says. All right, let's get that one stirred. I'm going to check the white one. See what I mean about I cover things really tight. Gosh. Hold on. I don't know if I can get it off. My gosh. All right, just don't mind the banging for a second. I'm just hitting it on the side of my table, trying to loosen the lid a little bit. I'm like a drummer here. Ah, I got it. All right, George, I've got it. Okay. Okay, so this one looks a little bit thicker, but it should be fine. I'm going to stir it up. That was super tight. Yep, it's perfect. It's beautiful. I'm going to have to try like an old t-shirt that I'm ready to throw away to see if I can do ombre. I don't know if it works on fabric. But I know you guys love that technique, so we'll save that for another day. Make sure these are all way out of the way. And the silver. This is a 2-ounce jar. It is so old that we used to have them in small, tiny jars like this. Okay. Shoe over there. And that also looks beautiful. But I can see that it has separated a little bit, which is why we stir. Really good. So our shimmery inks, they're just tiny little bit of sparkle. They're not like glittery. So they're really nice. I'm being really cautious about putting everything up out of the way, and see where I just stuck my finger in the ink. So let's clean that up before we go any further. And check the fingers. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do, again, we're gonna do the coral, hugs, kisses, the ampersand in white, and the little, what are we gonna call those? Hi Annie, how are you? I was just talking about Kathy and her glitter loving person. She's adorable. All right, so let's go in with the small squeegee again in the coral, and again, I'm being very careful about where this ink lands. So the best way to work with inks is to start at the top and work your way down. I leave it on a little bit thicker because sometimes if you put it on too thin, sometimes it soaks into your fabric so much that it looks like you needed another coat. So I go a little bit heavier with it and just let it hang out for a little while. Chalks, as you know, dry super quickly, and inks takes a little bit longer. So when you are using inks, what you're going to do after you've taken your transfer off is let it air dry. I would suggest overnight, and then when it is completely dry, you're going to take it to a medium temperature iron with a piece of parchment paper. Put a piece of parchment paper on top of it between your fabric and your iron, and iron it for 4 minutes on each side. Now be sure to use the piece of paper. If you don't have parchment paper, I've even used computer paper in a pinch. What it does, it just separates the ink from your iron, and once when I did not do that, I had the ink in my iron, so it's just a little bit safer. Should I make that little heart a different color on top of the kisses? What do you think? Or just leave it pink like the rest? And I am gonna wear this proudly, you know. Whatever works for you right now. I'm not. Oh, okay. I'm getting a message. I thought it was from you guys, but it wasn't. Okay. So, let me just move this so I can see what you guys are talking about. All right, tell me, you guys, how many of you have Valentine clothes of any kind or jewelry? And what color should I make that heart? Should I make it pink? Leave it pink, leave it white, leave it silver. A different color, okay. Maybe I'll make it silver to match the little, whatever those are called. They're like exclamation points. I don't know what they are. Okay, I've got that all covered. Now I'm going to go back over, and just like with chalk, you're going to scoop off the excess. Don't put a heck of a lot of pressure on this. You don't want to force your ink under your transfer and cause a bleed, of course, so just be careful. You can work slower. This doesn't dry as quickly, nearly as quickly as our chalks do. Just take your time. So if you guys are local to me, I know I have a lot of my local friends here. You just wear oh, a scarf and shirts. You guys are awesome. As I was saying a little while ago, I might be doing a local class where you can bring your own t-shirt and do a t-shirt like this. What do you think of that? I guess you want to see what it comes out like first, right? I will bring the inks and the transfers, and you guys can have at it. Almost there. So when we're done with this t-shirt, we're going to finish up those little wooden hearts I was working on. They are coming out darn cute. Okay, so we're all done with the coral. So I'm going to cover that and put it away. See how much I trust myself to be neat? I don't. I really don't. You would love it? Awesome. Cindy's wearing something red. That'll do it. That's like wearing cat ears for a Halloween costume. It's cheating. Alright, Annie and Cindy are in. Awesome. See, I did have a little bit of paste still on my hands. All I need is one little touch, and that's it. You'll see me cry live on Facebook. No, I wouldn't cry. I just get frustrated with myself. Alright, let's go in with the white ampersand. I don't know why, but the white is a little bit thicker, which is fine. It's good. All is well. All right, what do you think, white or silver for the heart? I think the white might look cute because it's a little bit brighter too. Let's go with that. There's a tiny little space here I gotta get into. And I could get a smaller squeegee, but I'm being lazy, so hope for the best, right? Okay. That part is done. have white on my thumb. Ah! Oh, okay. I got 2 votes for white, 1 for silver. I'll tell you what, Cindy, when you come, you can do yours in silver. And you could use a red t-shirt, you could use a white t-shirt, you could use a gray t-shirt for this, pink. And little splotches. What are we going to call those things? I'm excited to pull this off. All right. This shouldn't take more than a second or two. Just a little bit of sparkle there. Yeah, I just got a little bit of pink in my silver, but you didn't see that, did ya? It's okay. All is well. That's what you get for handmade. It's not made in some foreign country. It's made here by hand with love. Okay. Silver on my thumb. Why is it always my thumb? Whiskers! They do look like whiskers. All right. I look pretty good here. I have a little bit of sparkle there. I'm just going to clean them one more time. So keep those baby wipes or disinfectant wipes handy. And we will pull this off. All right, say a little prayer. And again, pull it from the center as soon as you can grab it. Nice and easy. It's pulling off of my mat a little bit, so I'm going to hold it down. It's really cute. Even the whiskers are adorable. What do you think? Can't wait to wear it. I love it. I love it. Okay. We did a good job. So I'm going to step away and move this so I don't put my hands in it while we're working on the end of our other project. But we're going to be finishing up our little, what were they called? Not conversation hearts, but convection hearts. So we'll be working on those next. So I'm going to cover up my silver, move my t-shirt, and we'll be ready to go again. Ink. I love it too. I think it's really cute. That wasn't so hard. Hi, Shar. I didn't know you were there. Welcome, welcome. You guys, again, if you were just popping in, please sprinkle this video with your friends and family for me. Ooh. When you do that, what it does is it helps me build algorithms so more people actually can find me and see me on Facebook. All right, and in case you didn't know, I also have a YouTube channel, so check me out there too. I put all my videos in there. I can probably just put this behind me. There we go. All right. All right, let's get these hearts back over here. I'm gonna zoom you back in a little bit. Let's move that out of the way for now. Okay, there. So, Charlene, my birthday girl. All right, so I think I'm still gonna go. I don't know anybody who's getting married. Cutie pie and be mine is something I would say to my grandson. So I'm gonna kind of go with those for them for this time. Again, I will have these wooden hearts available, but they're by order. So if you'd like them, please let me know, and I can make sure that you get some. Get busy in my little workshop here. I cut these two on my scroll saw this afternoon. It's just relaxing. I get a little nervous if I have hesitation with my blade because sometimes they snap and it scares the bejesus out of me. But I'm pretty good at not breaking as many as I used to. So I'm writing on the back. If you're using a lot of transfers or you have cut aparts like this, writing on the back also makes it easier to get the right transfer on the right carrier sheet when you're all done with them. They're very easy to take care of. After I've used these, right now they're just stuck to the side of my table, but I'll take them up to my sink and wash them under lukewarm water, dry them sticky side up, and when they're dry, they're ready to go again. So cutie pie. Charlene, you want some too? Got it. Let's write that down or I forget. Cutouts. Cindy, you said you wanted cutouts or just the transfer? I think you said cutouts. Okay, got it. All right, so remember I was talking about fuzzing. So fuzzing is definitely something that you're going to want to do when you're layering this transfer on top of this chalked surface. It can be so sticky that when you peel it off, the adhesive will actually pull the first layer of chalk off, which is why you want to fuzz them. So when you're fuzzing for layering, you want to be sure to fuzz them really, really well so that they're barely feeling sticky. The stickiness will come back once you've washed and dried them. So don't worry about that, but fuzz them really, really well. I think I've taken about all of the fuzz off of this towel. Doesn't seem like there's that much on it anymore. If that's the case with you, you can use a towel, as I said, or got you guys, Cindy and Charlene, both of you would like some cutouts. Okay, so cutie pie has been fuzzed. It's much less stickier. And I'm just going to attach that on the pink one. I'm going to avoid this little curvy thing there if I can. And then we'll do Be Mine. I think if I had a new towel, this one has been used so much and I've washed it and dried it a few times. So it's not quite as linty as they are new and it's pretty stained up. I don't know if you can see that, but it's probably time to retire it and get a new one. Okay, that ought to do it. We'll put this one on the blue. Let's take this hair out, no charge. We'll put Be Mine on here. Okay, so normally I'll put quite a bit of pressure on a transfer when I'm putting it down on my surface, but I'm just going to kind of use a medium transfer, a medium pressure just on the areas that I'm chalking. So any part that you see pink or blue showing through, I'm just putting a light, kind of a light medium touch and rubbing that down. Don't push too hard because again, that'll pull your chalk up from underneath. So these, just like the candies we're going to do in white, what is with my white jars tonight? They don't want to open. And that's the ink jar. That's the wrong one anyway. Alright, we'll use chalk instead. Here we go. Okay, that looks pretty good. I can tell it needs a good stir. Where's my sticks? There they are. We got some cleaning to do tonight. Okay. So, yep, I'm going to stir this up and we're going to just do those both in white. So another thing I was thinking about doing with these little hearts, tell me what you think about this. I have some pink ribbon that I could make a tiny little bow and attach it to the top of the pink one. You can see that it's a polka dot, it's very cute. And I also have a light blue and white polka dot that I could put on here. I was thinking just a tiny little bow in the tip of the heart there. Do you think it needs one or should I just leave them plain like candy would be? Okay, that looks good. And again, we're going to scoop off some of that white. So here we go. I'm putting this on. Don't push too hard. Just nice and easy. Not a lot of pressure, but you want enough so that you're pushing it through the screen. And scrape off the excess. Pull that one. Make sure I'm in your screen. Zoom a little further. There we go. Okay. So cute. Oh, you guys say plain, eh? Okay. That's fine with me. Be mine. These really do look a lot like the candies, don't they? I was thinking today, I went into the Dollar Tree the other day and they had all like little kids Valentines for their school, and I don't think anybody's going to be buying those this year. It's so sad for these kids. Maybe I think teachers could be creative though and figure out a way to do it. Okay. Ta-da! Adorbs. What do you think? Love them? No bows? They look sweet, for sure. So again, this transfer comes with six different words that you can put on your hearts. And I have, the hearts are available for $4, or if you buy 6, you get the 6th one free. Buy 5, get the 6th one for free. So it'd be 6 for $20 or $4 a piece. So let me know how many you want, and I will get busy cutting those for you. Oh, thanks guys. Thank you. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry that a lot of the things that I have been showing you tonight are out of stock. Cindy did claim one of the convection hearts that I have, so that one is no longer available. If you are interested in those, though, I can let you know when they're back on my website. Just let me know if you'd like me to do that. And I think, yeah, we're going to go with that Hugs and Kisses workshop. I think that would be really fun. You guys would be responsible to bring your own t-shirt, and we will get creative with those. I'm just going to pull that t-shirt up one more time so you can see it again. I cannot wait to wear it. Let's see. Nothing wet near me. There's our Hugs and Kisses. And our cute little hearts from tonight's live. I'm so glad you guys are here with me. Love it. You want 12 plus the transfer, Char. Do you, I don't have there. I have one available. It has been sold, and I'm waiting for them to come back in stock. So if that changes your decision on how many you want, let me know, and we will go from there. 6 hearts for Cindy. 6 for Cindy. Hearts. Okay, and you'll do the shirt too. All right, I'm going to set a date in my VIP group. If you guys are not members of my VIP group and you are local to the Springfield, Mass area, please write VIP in the comments so I can invite you to join us in that group where I post all of my local events. The next one that I have coming up is going to be for the one that's behind me. I'll pull that one so I can get you closer to see that. The locally grown one behind me with the snowman on it. We're going to be working on those. That is one that we're updating. So if you went to the first class with the vintage truck and would like to come and update it for winter with the snowflakes and the cute little snowman, and I think I've contacted everybody, but if not, let me know and we'll get you in there for that too. So that is what I have for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. This was really fun, and I hope you like my new shop. It looks, from what I can see, the lighting looks pretty good. Sounds like you could hear me well enough, and I'm happy to be in a bigger space. I have so much more room. I felt like I was so crowded on that tiny table that I was on. So thanks again for watching. I will be back tomorrow night. Until then, here's my website if you want to poke around and see what there is. And yeah, if you have any questions, message me and I'll be happy to get right back to you. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you again soon. I can't reach my button because my seat's too low. Have a great night. Bye-bye.